Well, let's talk about the academic interest. So strong application theme incorporates, just as we keep saying, students' academic talents, interests, and goals for the future. So your theme may reflect how the contents of your high school transcripts. If you took several math and science classes, then your theme might have something to do with your passion for technology or how you want to pursue a career in engineering. If you're interested in the environment, you might have taken AP Environmental Science or other science classes that show your passion for learning about the environment. Let's talk about how your application theme corresponds to your extracurricular profile. So most students participate in so many unrelated extracurriculars. You might be in a video game design club, you might serve on student council, you might participate in soccer. While it's fine to include all these activities in your college application, you can strengthen your theme by ordering those activities so that those most relevant to the theme are first. So literally the admissions officer's eye, as they're thinking about your theme, as they're seeing it in your transcript, or they're reading it in your essays, it's looking at first the extracurriculars that most correspond to your theme. Additionally, as an underclassman, especially, it can be impressive to even found a club that is in this realm of this theme. So if you're interested in environmental sustainability, you might found a club that has to do with environmentalism and sustainability. And that might be, by your senior year, one of the most prominent clubs on your extracurricular profile, and that should go first when you start ordering your extracurriculars. Now let's talk about your essay. So your college essay is a great place to start elaborating on your application theme. Many essay questions ask students to talk about how your extracurricular, to talk about one of your extracurricular activities and how that impacted your life and your plans for the future. I know, like personally, one of the activities that I was most involved in high school was my Mu Alpha Theta, like my Math Honor Society. And then I had an interest in teaching. And so from there, I founded a math tutoring club at my old elementary school, and I taught math lessons. And then I took volunteers from Mu Alpha Theta, and they went over to the elementary school, and they participated in a tutoring club as well. And so I wrote about that a lot in my essays on my college application. It showed my commitment to service, leadership, my ability to connect clubs together, which is like an important part of leadership, is seeing that cohesion, and also to build community among the students and their through their interactions in the math games and the math lessons. And so my college essay provided a very rich space to talk about a lot of those characteristics and stories from this really important extracurricular experience. So if you're committed to a career as an engineer, another example is you could talk about how you create a coding club to develop your skills. So I have a couple of questions. I'm going to wait until after I actually cover the recommendation letter, because they're not until after I cover the recommendation letters. But I'm super excited to ask and answer your question. So we're going to talk about recommendation letters. So if you're interested in pursuing a math or a science degree, a math degree, biochem, engineering, whatever, it's definitely logical for you to seek out your math teacher, your chemistry teacher. Maybe you took an engineering class, because some high schools offer that, and you have an engineering teacher. So be sure that your teachers actually know your application theme and your goals, so that they can rate the letters as persuasively as possible. If they're also able to emphasize the application theme, like Mariahandra is an organizer or Mariahandra is a leader, that's really powerful, because that shows that you have cohesion between all parts of your application. You should also give your recommenders a copy of your transcripts. Sometimes, your teachers might not want to have to go through the whole, I know as a teacher, go through the whole grading system, trying to find all your grades. You want to make this as easy as possible. So give a copy of your transcripts, a resume if you have one, and an information list about relevant hobbies and extracurriculars. In addition, your school might have some kind of recommended form for you to fill out about your interests, goals, curriculars, family life. Family life can be super important, especially for your teachers to know, especially that impacted your academic performance. And so you might want to include a paragraph even with all your objectives, including the type of college you want to attend and what you plan to do there. This is all information that can make it really easy for your teacher to craft a really strong recommendation letter that supports and strengthens your overall application theme. I actually did a live stream on how to create like the perfect recommendation letter because I wrote recommendation letters for my high school students who are going to college, and now they're actually going to be freshmen in college, which is super exciting. But I included a lot of parts of advice in there, where especially are also places where you can emphasize that application theme again. All right, let's take some questions.